Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. It's a fact that makes your brain go. New words and phrases added to the Cambridge Dictionary. We're going to go through a lot of these and see if you know, if you talk like this, if you know what these phrases mean. I'm going to put one out there right now to Kenzie and Case and see if they can guess what this means.
Okay.
I think you'll know some of these. I don't even know if I knew any of them. I just don't. I don't know.
You look nervous to read them.
You said, there is a profound sadness in Brian's face just now. I don't know if I know any of these.
And I don't want to. I don't think I want to talk. I mean, it'd be cool if I could talk like this.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
Like, say no cap, or whatever. That's not on the list here. That one was given a freebie out there.
Okay, because that was cap right there.
Yeah. If we talked like that.
Yeah, should we start doing that?
Well, Brian just said this to me, and he goes, Kenzie, do you say no cap? And I go, I don't say no cap. I say cap, though. Like, when Tristan's telling me a story, I'm like, cap. And he's like, no, it's not. Major cap.
So I'm going to throw one out here that's been added to the Cambridge Dictionary, and you can tell me what you think it means. Maybe you know what it means, Kenzie. The first one, this is broligarchy.
Broligarchy?
Broligarchy. What do you think that means? Unless you know.
I think it means, I think it's the slang for, your bro relationship, the history of your bro relationship, like an archy. Like broligarchy.
Like an archy?
The history of, when your bromance started, the broligarchy.
Yeah, me and him, we got a broligarchy.
Our broligarchy since 2019.
Whoop, whoop. Let's go.
That's what I think.
Okay. Case, what do you think broligarchy means?
Well, the bummer is that I'm trying to remember what oligarchy means, because I think that would help me.
Yeah, that's the official term that this came from.
So if bros made it up, they had the wrong meaning of oligarchy. So don't worry about it.
So I'm going to go with the opposite of Kenzie, because I feel like an oligarchy is there's one option, there's one government in control. So I think this is a term for lonely men. It's a group of lonely men that aren't related to one another. They're in the broligarchy. They're all by themselves together.
They're by themselves together. Do they think they own everything and run everything, though, like an oligarchy would be with a one person doing it or one
don't
government?
All bros just kind of take the world by the balls and do their thing? Sorry, I didn't know how to phrase that.
You were so uncomfortable saying that.
I didn't want to say that.
Don't bros just take the world by the balls?
And do their thing?
do their thing.
Can't you tell I'm doing that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You got your own little broligarchy over there taking the world by the balls.
Me and all my bros that hang out all the time. Me and all my male friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's going well.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Okay, a whole bunch of stuff added to the Cambridge Dictionary this morning, and these are things that you might want to use in daily conversation to show you're hip, you're cool, you are down with it. You are, that's about it. So these things have been added. The one I put out there to Kenzie and Case is broligarchy. And Kenzie said broligarchy. And describe that again. It's with the history of you and your bro.
The history of you and your bro, your bestie. Like broligarchy since 2019 and Mrs. Steele's class.
We're going to get tattoos. It's going to be cool. By the way, someone ignored the question on the text line and just said, moms be saying bruh all the time now.
No, every mom is bruh. Like your kids are like, bruh.
Oh,
bruh.
the kids say bruh.
Bruh,
Yeah.
why'd you pack me a sandwich? Bruh, come on. It's like, stop it.
Does Tristan do that to you?
He does it to tease me. He'll be like, bruh, when I don't want, when he doesn't want to say, when I'm like, hey, your dishes, they're all sitting out. Bruh. I'm
my
don't
God.
do that.
Oh, boy. And Case thinks broligarchy is?
An island of lonely men, a metaphorical island. They're all alone together.
An entire garchy of bros.
An entire garchy, yes.
Yeah. Well, you're both off on this one. And I'll say this, that a broligarchy, for example, Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are members of the broligarchy.
Oh, that can't be good.
So it's a term for tech bros who are extremely powerful and have or want political influence. That is what a broligarchy is.
Not my favorite.
Yeah, Kenzie, you like that one?
Wait, say it again.
So it's a term for tech bros who are extremely powerful and want or have political influence, like Zuckerberg or an Elon Musk. So they're in a small oligarchy.
When you said they are, I thought you meant they were together. So then I didn't. That's why I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I
well,
thought you meant they were like the oligarchy, and I'm like, so you have to just be good at tech and have a best friend? But I see.
Well, they basically are. It's that small group of tech bros.
Yes.
Bros. Bruh. Hey, bro. They probably say, hey, bruh, what'd you come up with today to screw the world?
You made something more awesome.
Yeah. Okay, there's some more terms that got thrown in here in the Cambridge Dictionary. Kenzie, do you know what delulu means?
Yes.
What's it mean?
You're delusional.
It means you're delusional. That one, I guess.
You're delulu.
Do you ever say that?
Yes.
You're being delulu.
I think she gets told that a lot.
Oh, I say it about a lot of people.
Oh, it doesn't come your direction, though, a lot?
I don't know. I think that if you're going to talk about me, you're going to do it behind my back. Because
This is
it's
true.
no better than to say it to my face.
Bruh, don't want that wrath.
Oh, period.
Let's go to Case on this one. Do you know what trad wife means?
I do know what trad wife means.
What's that one?
It means traditional wife.
Good job. That's added to the dictionary.
I don't like that one.
Why not?
Because I like a woman that has hobbies. I like a woman that's got stuff going on. And
Wait a minute. You can be a trad wife with a lot of hobbies.
Yeah, but
But they would be like old school, like so you're into baking,
Yeah, they're into,
making
like,
bread, gardening.
But I don't want
cooking.
I don't want a woman that's going out and milking the cow. I want a woman that's making things happen.
That's a lot of work.
But I don't need that.
You ever milked a cow?
I've never milked a cow.
I
lot of work.
I have, and it seems easy, and it's not.
Hold
It's
on.
not.
When did you milk a cow?
I was
I've
on-
milked a cow.
I went to.
I bet you have.
Okay.
Well, milk something.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
No, you think you just grab that thing and it comes out, and it
Dude, you have to
doesn't.
be gentle.
Well, you've got to hit. There's a sweet spot.
I know about the sweet spot.
There's
It's kind of a rolling motion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy. But also, Kenzie, to his point, I think trad wife can't be both. I think a trad wife is one that only does like the cooking, cleaning, and takes care of the kids, and
But
doesn't.
that's what I'm saying, though. But like, those are kind of like a lot of them. Like when you see a lot of people who post about, like they're like, I'm a trad wife. So when you see that, some of them are like homeschoolers. So I'm saying like a lot of them do a lot of work.
Oh no, they definitely
You know?
work, but it's not like they're not both. They're not like super cool with hobbies and a trad wife. You know
But
what I mean?
those are like, I like to garden. I garden somewhere. It's really hard. Like if you have a couple big gardening beds and you're making most of your produce, that's really hard.
I'm not saying it's easy, just saying it's a trad wife. All right, these are more added to the Cambridge
You guys are
Dictionary.
being some big haters.
Kenzie, do you know what the burnt toast theory is? That's also going to
Oh
be
my
added.
God, I keep seeing this everywhere, but I can't add. I see all these TikToks are like burnt toast theory, real, and I see that, but I can't add any more theories to my head. Like there's so many theories.
You know what this is, Case?
No, I've never heard of this.
So the burnt toast theory added to the Cambridge Dictionary. It's the idea that a minor inconvenience, like burning your toast in the morning, might actually be preventing something worse from happening later in the day.
Okay. like the waking up late theory is the same one then.
Is that it? So if you wake up late, but then that means that you've covered something
Like
good
if
later on.
anything's making you run behind, like be like, okay, it's actually a blessing because like I'm probably missing a car accident or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh my God, people think like that?
I guess.
Oh my God,
Some people say this is like a little bit more folklore, but some people say that if you like leave and you forgot your key, that's actually probably another theory, forgotten key theory. But if you leave your house, this is what I mean. Like everything, the green line theory, like there's so many of these that I'm like, I can't do this. But if you forget an actual item that you never forget, they always say, you know what? When you come back inside, how about you sit down for a minute? Because there's a very good chance that subconsciously, like the world is helping you
It's probably
not be part of something really bad.
it's like over believing in the universe. Probably.
Oh, I have no faith in the universe.
There's one
Like
more.
it's like people like really dark, but like people who said like their alarm clock didn't go off during 9/11, even though they work in those buildings.
Oh, the guy who overslept because he was watching Monday Night Football, and he seems way too happy about it. Do you know that guy from the 102 Minutes That Changed America documentary?
I think
yes.
he's allowed to be happy.
He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't believe it. I was up late. I was watching Monday Night Football. I'm not in there right now.
But there's so many people that day who got stuck in traffic, who forgot something and went home. Like think about how many people worked in those buildings. So they're like, you know, the shining members of these theory clubs, right? Because like, I get it, but
That just reminded me of a crazy 9/11 story. Can I tell real quick?
Would you want to go to break and then tell your 9/11 story? Or do you want to tell
no,
right now?
I want to hear it.
No, you know what? We are up against it. It's
We do have to pay the bills.
This one is, I guarantee, I don't think anybody else has heard this 9/11 story.
Brother, you got my attention.
I'm hooked.
When
I'm
we
mad
come
about
back,
this whole.
Set your alarm clock for Brian's 9/11 story.
5 minutes away. You got it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now, somehow got onto, in the fact that makes your brain go, talking about words added to the Cambridge Dictionary to a 9/11 story. Now, this came from the burnt toast theory. This is one thing added to the Cambridge
Well,
Dictionary.
Alex texted in and said Brian's 9/11 story is going to make me late for work. ... Burnt toast theory. Okay.
So the burnt toast theory is the idea that a minor inconvenience, like burning your toast in the morning, might actually prevent something way worse happening later in the day. And Case brought up the story of the incredible documentary on 9/11, 102 minutes, where a guy talks about he was late to work getting to the World Trade Center because he was up watching Monday Night Football.
And he seemed really happy about it.
He was overenjoyed.
Yeah, he didn't die.
And at that point, the towers hadn't fell when they interview him. So
Yes.
I guess people at that point, in real time, if you were old enough to remember, it only got more catastrophic by every 5 minutes that passed.
Yeah,
So at
yeah,
that point,
yeah.
he thought, like, I'm not in the building because I watched Monday Night Football. Of course, there's a Family Guy clip relating to this story.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at that smile, Lois. Reminds me of that guy who was way too happy he didn't get killed on 9/11.
I'm 10 minutes late for work. Look at that. I stayed up late watching Monday Night Football, and that saved my life, huh? Isn't that awesome?
Oh, my God. How does Family Guy hit it perfectly every time?
There's a clip for everything.
Good Lord. Now, I mentioned I had a 9/11 story. I'm sorry I made you late work, but then again, may end up pretty good for that
You
listener.
might have saved people's lives this
Maybe.
morning.
So, because Kenzie brought up that story too, and Case talked about the Super Bowl guy, but so there's stories that when my brother lived in New York when it happened, it was terrifying. We were scared we couldn't find him, but the stories that came afterward were things I heard kind of from him in New York. One of them was of a woman that called her husband on 9/11 who worked in the towers, and she keeps calling him and can't get through to him, and she's crying and screaming, and finally she gets through to him and she goes, "Are you okay?" And he says, well, yeah, I'm at work. Why are you calling me? Why are you upset? He goes like, are you kidding me? Are you in the buildings? He goes, well, yeah, I'm at work. Turns out the guy was lying to his wife and he was cheating on his wife.
Really?
And he was not in the towers.
Wow.
He was like in a hotel in New Jersey.
And he's like, yeah. So he was like, what are you talking about? I've heard this story.
Oh, you've heard that one?
Yeah, I have.
haven't.
Yeah.
And so she was like, well, could you imagine that lie? Well, the towers are falling. He's like, what's the big deal? He had no idea what was going on.
He didn't know. He was cheating.
He was
Oh,
cheating.
man. I think about that with COVID all the time, about how many affairs must have ruined or have been ruined or bubbled up during COVID. People with second families where all of a sudden they couldn't travel to go see them. It seems easier to just not have a second family.
Well, who would want a second family, first off?
Hey, but,
man, brother.
once you're in, you're in. So now you gotta go
I
see him.
guess.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. A new tax was enacted overnight for a certain part of Chicago, and for something I never thought would get an added tax at this point, because I feel like I've seen everything at this point. Yeah, sure, they're going to do that. Why not? Why not gouge us to death, the people in charge? But this is one I wasn't expecting, and I was still stunned. I thought I've seen it all, but I haven't. Now, this is a story from a few months ago. So what this story talks about is what happened overnight while you slept.
Those living in Arlington Heights could soon be paying more for their Netflix, their Hulu, and other streaming services. The Village Board is considering a new 5% tax for streaming. That is the same tax rate in place for cable services. But the Village manager says they have lost millions in revenue as people made the move from cable to streaming. Village leaders say funds from that new tax would go toward a new ambulance. If approved, that new tax could start in the next few months.
And that story was from a few months ago, and overnight while you slept, as I look at the tag on this story, 4:24 a.m. We were up, but you probably weren't. I hope you were sleeping. Arlington Heights Village Board approved a streaming subscription tax. For example, it's 5%. Let's say you have the standard Netflix subscription, which is $18 right now, unless maybe you had a good year and you're on the premium, which is, what is that, $25 a month. But let's just stay with standard, $18 a month. That 5% tax adds 90 cents monthly to your subscription. So just add $1 on there. And that's what you're going to be paying for to watch, I don't know, the new Dallas Cowboys documentary coming up, which looks really good, by
It
the
does
way.
look really good. Really good reviews on that.
I hate
That
the
is so unhinged.
So again, let's process it. A 5% tax on your streaming. They said there was one on cable, but everybody bailed on cable because, boy, that sounded like a bad idea. Now it sounds like a wonderful idea, cable TV.
Yeah, I don't even buy that because there's linear cable there's still a ton of people with that.
Sure. And they're saying there isn't, or they like to say that, but they don't give us the numbers.
Yeah,
But too bad. You don't get to tax that we're watching TV. Like, I don't care.
5% tax on streaming. And that's not just one. That's not
Because,
just,
by the way, when you're buying something, you're paying tax on it. So, like, already, if it's like, $19.99 a month, there's already a tax on it.
Right. There's already a tax.
So what do you mean there's a tax? I know, I paid it.
Nope, it's another one.
Oh, my God.
And for every streaming service, which you all know, I'm scared to count up what I have.
What do you have?
Netflix, Paramount Plus. I have Peacock, but I think I steal that one
From your mother-in-law.
Good, make her pay. You
Yeah,
know
that's
what I'm saying?
And then
You have
obviously
HBO?
HBO Max, or now it's just called Max.
No, it's HBO Max.
It's back to HBO Max,
Yes.
which I like. I like that HBO name.
I do too.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Do you have Hulu? I heard there's a great Hurricane Katrina documentary on Hulu right now, but I don't have Hulu.
So we have the Disney.
I have Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN package that I was getting free, but when I got my new phones, it reset for some reason. I think I'm paying for Hulu again.
Okay.
I got to get on a phone with somebody and figure that out.
Do you have Crunchyroll?
No.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
What's that?
No one even used
that?
that tone with me.
That sounds like a sushi restaurant.
It's an anime subscription service. I just didn't know if you had that or not.
I mean, I might, and I'm not watching it. I don't know. So add up close to $1. I know they're not all $18, but add up close to $1 on all those, and you're spending maybe you got $10 more a month if you have enough streaming services.
Can we just talk about how we're all living in the world's biggest scam right now? Because you get your paycheck, which is already taxed, and then every time you buy something, it's taxed. And then you have a house, which you're already paying tax on, and then you pay property taxes every year, which think about how that doesn't make sense, especially when your house is paid off. That's like buying a shirt, and then every year you still owe like a few dollars on it.
Preach,
no, you already
sister.
own it.
Preach.
Like, it is such a scam. It makes no sense to pay taxes, and then every time you spend that money, you pay taxes. And then every time they spend the money that they just received that is now taxed twice, they're spending It is so insane how much they're like, just give us all of it. Just give us 98% of your money and try to live. Like, it's insane.
That is mathematician Kenzie Roman. You get all that math there?
It's psychotic.
Every dollar is taxed 84 times that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. This is just for Arlington Heights, by the way, which made me kind of wonder, how do they know where I am?
But they know where you are. Everybody knows everything about where you are at all times.
So
you're constantly being watched. There's the myth of privacy is nothing more than that. It's a myth. We're all being watched at all times by everything we have on us always.
That was very final.
It's the reality of it.
So
we have no privacy.
What if I'm driving and watching?
You can have my privacy. Give me my money back.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd rather have the privacy.
I'd rather have my money. And what if I'm driving in my car watching this new Dallas Cowboys documentary on Netflix?
Well, while you're driving?
And I enter Arlington Heights.
Yes.
I know a girl, and I won't say her name, who on her way to picnic watched Bridgerton. She's stuck in traffic.
Well, now you gotta say her name
Kenzie,
now.
don't say that name. We have a sworn oath that we will not out her for that.
I can't because she'll get in a lot of trouble. But she flat out took out an iPad and set it up and had Bridgerton on. So my point is, yes, people do that. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
It's, like,
aware.
legit.
I do it. I do it at times. It's dangerous. You shouldn't do it. There's PSA for kids out there. Don't do it when you get your license.
Don't pull out your iPad while you're driving. Thank you.
But also, I noticed that Case agreed with you, so he knows too.
I know also.
I don't know.
Okay.
I need to know the name. I'm not moving the show on until I get the name.
Hey, man, we'll be here a long time then.
You guys are really holding that one close?
You tell Lauren to stay home. We'll sit here all day if we have to.
Wow. You guys are really loyal.
We
somebody.
are. I'm famously very loyal.
Yeah, not to me, but to this person. Just because they were watching Bridgerton on an iPad? I took you off the streets.
Good Lord.
Come on, man.
I'm going to pay a street tax now. Oh, no.
So my point is, I'm watching the Dallas Cowboys documentary.
What was your point?
On Netflix. Let's say I'm heading northwest because I want to check out the new Bear Stadium grounds, and I go to Arlington Heights. As soon as I enter Arlington Heights, is an alarm going to go off and I get a tax that I'm watching Netflix in Arlington Heights and I have to pay that tax?
I think a SWAT team's going to kick in your window and demand the extra $5 on the tax.
All of a sudden, these Humvees pull out and block me on the highway. We're going to need 90 cents from you, sir.
It looks like an ATF raid.
It's not going to end well. I know that. I just don't. I think it's interesting that's Arlington Heights only, and the people of Arlington Heights. I'd like you to chime in on this.
Well, I like this text that says, I think the USA forgot how we became the USA. Facts. Keep it up.
Taxation without representation, a famous phrase.
We're going to be flipping ships.
This is the
Turn 'em
problem.
on fire.
This is the problem, though. We've gotten too much dopamine from the stuff they fed us. Back then, when they had this tea party, you see, I'm doing some history lesson here. They were, shooting raccoons to eat dinner. So, what else did they have to do but revolt against the government? We're all fat and happy with all of our streaming services.
Well, they made us slow.
Yeah. Are we going to really overthrow the government?
I have so much shows on Amazon to watch. I can't do that.
I haven't finished season 3 or 4 of The Bear or whatever we're on.
You know what really sucks is they did that nuclear, so it was like a musket against musket, and now it's like, uh-oh. Hey, man.
Hey, kidding.
Hey.
Kidding.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 talking about Arlington Heights overnight, confirming that they're adding a streaming tax to pay for, I'll tell you what it's going to pay for in a second. It's also the grocery tax has been extended. It was already there until the end of the year. So Arlington Heights has a grocery tax and that. Maybe it has something to do with the Bears moving there, too. Maybe it's a secret tax to add on to help fund that. Just a little conspiracy theory out there. But they're saying that's not the case. That money from the streaming service is going to pay for one new ambulance. So they need one new ambulance, also pay salaries of 6 new paramedics. A noble thing to want. A 5th fire department ambulance and new paramedics, 6 new paramedics. The problem is, how come that's not covered before this streaming
and all
tax?
All the insane amount of taxes?
Like, for example, if I was Chicago Bears, if I was the owner, if I was the
you
family.
were the Chicago Bears.
The Bears are worth $8 billion now overall. And Virginia McCaskey, rest in peace, great lady. But if I was the Bears going into Arlington Heights, as a friend, as a new neighbor, I would say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy you a new ambulance. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to pay some salaries for 6 paramedics, which can't be a ton. Those people, the first responders don't make enough.
Well, I guess we should aim higher. We should pay them more.
Okay, let's give 6. Okay, let's give them $100,000 a year.
Okay.
I don't know what a paramedic makes. You can check in. Give them $100,000 a year. A new ambulance. I don't know. What's an ambulance cost? $50,000?
Well, that's what I'm wondering now is where do you get an ambulance? Because there's not an ambulance store. I can't just go to my Chevy dealership.
Is. There's companies that probably make ambulances.
But I've never seen one. I've never seen a lot full of ambulances
for
sale.
I think that's a specialty thing.
But why can't I have an ambulance?
It'd be funny to go buy.
I saw one parked in somebody's driveway. There's this guy who bought one out here, like an old one. I think he's turning it into like an ice cream truck. I see him shaping it up and painting it like gray.
He should call it emergency ice cream.
Oh my gosh, stat baby! You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
It'd be fun
right to the veins.
It'd be fun to go by a dealership and to see a guy out there going like, what do I need to put you in this ambulance today? The guy's selling ambulances. We got a text in from 630. That's his cell phone, but checking in from Bloomingdale, who said we're talking about streaming services and paying for all the stuff I don't even know what I pay for. He says, does Brian pay for Dingus Plus still? I probably do. Thanks for checking in from Bloomingdale on that one. You're paying for it too out there in Bloomingdale, Dingus Plus. I know you are.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
This is Steve checking in, competing for these Lumineers tickets. And remember, if Kenzie wins, we still give these out. Steve, ahoy, tell us something about yourself if it's chaos going on here.
Ahoy, guys, what's going on?
You tell us.
Kenzie just feels like she's going to go down right now. That's why she's getting all this energy built up right now. That's why she's trying to take it out on Case and you, because she knows she's going to go down, so she's concerned.
I'm sweating bullets.
I feel it, Steve, so let's get into it. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Steve.
It's always tails. It never fails.
It is tails, my friend. So here we go.
It's rigged.
Question number 1, Steve. Walter Smith Gurney, William Hale Thompson, and Jane Byrne have all held what positions in government?
Mayors.
Mayors. I'll take that one. I was going to say mayors of Chicago I was looking for, but yes, mayors is the answer. Back to Kenzie. Woodchuck is another name for what animal?
A groundhog?
A groundhog is right. And we go back to Steve, 1-1. Which cheese would you find in a traditional Greek salad?
Feta.
You'll also find that on the John Stamos pizza. Giordano's coming up for Riot Fest.
That's right. You can also find that in my scrambled eggs. I've been doing that a lot lately.
Oh, feta's
Healthy
underrated.
queen.
I know. Skinny summer.
I almost hyperventilated.
Because I joked about calling myself skinny.
Was it skinny summer?
You almost hyperventilated.
No, you could be skinny. I've seen you skinny.
No, you can be.
He's seen me skinny. Not currently,
Well,
but when we met 6
What do you
years
mean
ago.
you saw him skinny? What happened?
Like 6 to 7. Was it 7 years ago? You joined 6 years ago?
6 years ago next month.
Was it 6 years ago you were skinny?
I look like I ate myself 6 years ago.
He had no mustache, and life hadn't beat him down. He was this fresh-faced kid from Columbia College, D3 baseball
How much
prospect.
did you weigh then? How much did you weigh?
I was like 150.
Wow, tiny.
Yeah, I know.
Tiny pants.
He turned sideways. You couldn't see him. He just disappeared.
I slipped through a sewer grate once.
Oh my God.
All right, we're in the middle of a game.
We are, and it's 2-1. It's serious business, and it's back to Kenzie. She needs to tie it up right now.
Give me
Okay.
a cheese question.
Kenzie, it is a cheese question.
Oh, good.
In the 1890s, what type of cheese did a California man named David Jacks introduce?
David Jacks? Mm-hmm. I'm going to say Pepper Jack.
No, it's not Pepper
really?
Jack. It's not
Dang it.
Pepper Jack. Do you know the answer, Steve?
I think it has to be Monterey Jack.
It's Monterey Jack.
What are the odds?
Love it.
50-50 split there on the Jacks.
It's amazing there's 2 Jack cheeses out there.
What are the odds?
So it's back to Steve. He can go up 4-1.
That's right.
Steve, what was the name of Bam Margera's MTV show that ran from 2003
Oh,
to
God.
2005?
Oh my God! It was
Come on.
Viva La Bam?
Viva La Bam, just before the buzzer.
Son of a
God.
nutcracker.
Kenzie was dying for that one. She's a big
Give me a
Bam.
feta question.
Kenzie's a big Bam Margera fan.
That's sort of her defining characteristic.
Oh, God.
she used to watch Eating Pepper Jack.
Yeah.
Hey, those grilled cheeses with pepper jack and watch Viva La Bam.
Take
I
me
like
back.
it spicy.
What a good time of the world that was.
It was better.
Let's see. Back to Kenzie.
Back to Kenzie. It's 4-1. Kenzie is down big.
Kenzie, which member of Hulk Hogan's family received the spin-off of Hogan Knows Best from 2007 to 2008?
His daughter, Brooke.
All right, she got that one. I knew that was coming. You wanted to
Love
be,
that show.
You thought this was going to launch your career, didn't you? Like
Well, the problem was is she moved to Miami and she had a penthouse. And I was in junior high, and I thought that that's what would happen also when I moved out of my parents' house. I'm like, this is my future. This is awesome. Look how fun it is to live on your own.
All right, Kenzie got 2, but Steve has 4 and can win those Lumineers tickets. Everybody rooting against him right now because they all want a shot at these tickets. But if he wins, they're his, right in his hand.
Damn Jack Cheese.
Okay, Steve, in what ocean is the Great Barrier Reef?
Which ocean?
Yes, give me an ocean.
In the Atlantic?
Oh, it's not the Atlantic. Kenzie, what ocean do you think it's in?
Ah, the Pacific.
She's pulling that Jack Cheese thing again. I know there's other oceans, but it's really 50-50 between Atlantic and Pacific.
How about you put some respect on the Indian Ocean?
Yeah,
Not-
yeah.
not-
And me for getting it right.
Oh, good
Put some
job.
respect on me.
Wonderful job. Okay, so Kenzie has 3.
And she can tie it up. Things have taken a turn for the worse.
Okay, Kenzie, what is the deepest ocean on Earth? The deepest. Or ocean question. I don't know what Case was doing last night, but
You know, I can't imagine he would do double ocean, but I think it's Pacific.
holy crap, it's
Oh
Pacific.
my
We got a
God,
tie
it's
ball game.
Pacific!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, it's 4-4. Steve, you can win with this one. Kenzie's certainly on comeback time.
Oh, Steve, I've
She
never
is.
rooted for anybody
She's
more.
hot.
You're rooting for Steve?
Yes, I really want Kenzie to win.
Because I
You
get
know,
him.
that just makes me feel really bad.
I'm just getting my finger by the dump button.
I
She
know.
wins.
She swore at the start of this.
Okay,
okay,
Steve.
it was one time.
Steve, here we go.
All right.
What name is given to a year with 366 days?
Well, Kenzie, you had to go down today. I'm sorry. It is a leap year, baby.
It is the leap year. Let's frickin' go. Steve, you're going to the Lumineers. You're going to be on the field.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate it. You know, Kenzie, I'm a Northwest Side resident like you here in the suburbs. I love you, and you guys are great parts of Q101 and everything that goes on in Chicago. And even though I beat you today, you're still one of my faves.
Wow.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.